6 clear indicators of a low-value woman. They say a man's peace is his greatest possession, but the wrong woman can turn that peace into a battlefield. Not every woman deserves your energy, your effort, or your loyalty, because some women are chaos in disguise. Let's break it down. In today's world, men are constantly told to man up and endure. But Stoicism isn't about tolerating disrespect. It's about self-control, discernment, and walking away from what doesn't serve your higher self. In this video, we'll uncover 6 unmistakable signs of a low-value woman, the kind who drains your soul while smiling to your face. Let's begin. Sign number 1. She lives for attention, not connection. A low-value woman doesn't care about building a deep connection. What she craves is attention, plain and simple. Her validation doesn't come from within or from the loyalty of one man. It comes from the gaze of many. You'll see this type of woman constantly seeking eyes on her, both online and in real life. Her Instagram is filled with suggestive poses, filtered selfies, and captions disguised as self-love, but crafted to provoke likes and comments. She talks about self-confidence but secretly measures her worth by how many DMs she receives. If you're dating her, you'll notice this obsession with being seen. Compliments from you become routine. They don't carry weight. No matter how much affection you show her, it won't feel like enough, because she's not looking to be truly understood. She's looking to be admired. That's the trap. This behavior becomes dangerous when it crosses into attention addiction. She'll flirt with others, post things to make you jealous, and enjoy the tension it creates just to feel validated. And when you bring it up, she'll accuse you of being controlling, jealous, or insecure. That's emotional deflection, not maturity. Here's the Stoic truth. A high-value woman wants presence, not popularity. She values quiet intimacy over loud admiration. She doesn't need a digital crowd to feel beautiful or wanted. She'll treasure the man who sees her, not the ones who scroll by. If you find yourself constantly competing with her phone, her followers, or her public persona, that's not love. It's performance. And you're not a man in a relationship. You're a background character in her ongoing play for attention. Protect your energy, because you can give everything to a woman like this and still feel invisible. And no amount of love will ever be enough for someone who can't sit quietly with herself. Sign number 2. She weaponizes guilt. Guilt is one of the most dangerous weapons in the hands of a low-value woman. She won't confront you with logic or reason. She'll make you question your integrity, your love, and even your own decisions through emotional manipulation. This kind of woman doesn't yell or argue every time. Sometimes the manipulation is subtle. Let's say you tell her you're going out with your friends, and she agrees. But when the day comes, she becomes cold, distant, and quiet. You ask her what's wrong, and she replies, "Nothing. Just go enjoy yourself." But her tone says otherwise. You feel a wave of guilt. You second-guess your plans. And now, instead of a night out, you're spending the evening trying to decode her mood. Sound familiar? That's not affection. That's control. This is how guilt becomes a leash. Every time you do something that prioritizes your independence or mental space, she tightens the chain. And the more you give in, the more power she gets. You're training her to expect submission and training yourself to question your own needs. A Stoic man doesn't fall for emotional games. He recognizes that love is built on communication, not confusion. A high-value woman will tell you how she feels. She won't punish you with silence or tears because you made a healthy choice for yourself. The real danger here is that guilt turns into fear. You begin to fear her reactions. You hesitate to speak your truth. You walk on eggshells. And when a man sacrifices his voice to keep peace, he loses more than freedom. He loses himself. The solution? Be direct. When she plays the "nothing is wrong" card, call it out. Say, "If something is bothering you, let's talk. But I'm not going to chase after silence." That simple boundary flips the power dynamic back where it belongs. Remember, love without respect is just a slow form of emotional captivity. Don't fall for guilt dressed as intimacy. Sign number 3. She avoids all accountability. Low-value women operate with one rule: never take responsibility. Everything that goes wrong is someone else's fault. It's never her. She could be wrong, caught, or completely reckless, and still she will twist reality to make herself the victim. This is one of the clearest signs of emotional immaturity. A woman like this lacks the self-awareness to admit mistakes, and more importantly, she lacks the willingness to grow. She cheats. It's because you weren't giving her enough attention. She lies. You were too strict. She's broke. Her ex ruined her life. She's unstable. Her parents were toxic. Never her own decisions. This pattern is dangerous because it creates a warped reality where you're constantly blamed, even when you've done nothing wrong. Over time, you'll begin to doubt yourself. You'll find yourself apologizing for things you didn't do. Your emotional compass will spin in circles, trying to fix what's not your fault. And here's the deeper issue. When a woman never takes accountability, she never changes. There's no reflection, no growth, no evolution. Just repeated chaos disguised as, "This is who I am." A high-value woman, on the other hand, owns her actions. She apologizes when needed, learns from her failures, and has the emotional strength to improve. That's the kind of partner who helps you build a future. As a Stoic man, your peace must be non-negotiable. Don't get caught in the endless loop of blame and repair. You are not a rehab center for broken accountability. If she can't say, "I was wrong," then you need to say, "I'm done." That's not cruelty, it's clarity. Sign number 4. She hates masculinity, but wants its benefits. A low-value woman doesn't admire strong men, she competes with them. She doesn't want to build with you, she wants to challenge you. And here's the irony: while she mocks masculinity, she still expects to benefit from it. You'll notice this early on. If you take the lead in planning, she'll resist. If you make a decision, she'll second-guess it. If you show strength, she'll call it toxic. She wants the perks of masculinity: protection, provision, leadership, but refuses to respect the man behind it. This isn't about equality. A high-value woman wants partnership. A low-value woman wants power. She wants to dominate the dynamic, not complement it. She'll throw out lines like, "I don't need a man. I can do it all myself. I'm just as capable as you." And while confidence in a woman is powerful, there's a difference between confidence and combative energy. She doesn't want harmony, she wants control. Over time, your masculinity becomes a constant target. Your leadership gets challenged. Your decisions are mocked. Your strength is seen as a threat. That's not a relationship, that's a silent war. A Stoic man knows his role isn't to dominate or control, but to lead with clarity, calm, and purpose. He doesn't need to fight for his place. He simply walks away when his presence isn't respected. Because here's the truth. A woman who truly values masculinity will never feel the need to fight it. She'll admire it, lean into it, and build beside it. Don't waste your energy proving your worth to someone who's committed to misunderstanding you. Walk away, not in anger, but in peace. Sign number 5. She's addicted to chaos. Some women can't live without drama, not because life is dramatic, but because peace feels foreign to them. They've grown so used to dysfunction that stability becomes boring. You'll see this when things are going well. There's no argument, no tension, and suddenly she picks a fight. over nothing. She accuses you of things you didn't do. She misinterprets your words on purpose. She creates emotional turbulence just to feel alive. Why? Because chaos is familiar. Peace makes her feel irrelevant. A low-value woman thrives in emotional instability. She loves the push-pull dynamic. She gets high off the adrenaline of conflict, and the moment you fall into her trap, chasing, over-explaining, trying to calm her, she wins. This isn't passion, it's toxicity. She may say things like, "If there's no fire, there's no love. I just need a little drama. It keeps things exciting." Or worse, "I only fight with you because I care." Don't fall for that illusion. That's not care, it's chaos with a mask. Over time, you'll be emotionally exhausted, always walking on eggshells, always trying to manage her moods. And when you start losing your own peace in the process, that's when you know you're in too deep. A high-value woman values stability. She may challenge you, but never at the cost of your sanity. She respects emotional calm and doesn't seek chaos for entertainment. A stoic man's peace is sacred. If a woman threatens that peace consistently, it's your cue to exit. Because you're not meant to be a firefighter in your relationship. You're meant to be a builder, and chaos destroys what peace can create. Sign number 6. She has no vision beyond the weekend. A low-value woman is stuck in the present moment, but not in the mindful, stoic way. She lives for short-term highs, not long-term growth. Parties, shopping, impulse trips, instant gratification. You ask her where she sees herself in 5 years. She laughs. She's too focused on her next outfit, her next drink, or her next night out to even think that far ahead. This kind of woman fears discipline. She avoids responsibility. She doesn't want to build. She wants to indulge. You'll notice she's always broke, yet always spending, jumping from job to job with no purpose, saying, "You only live once," as a way to dodge accountability. And if you bring up savings, investments, building something real together, she zones out, because that requires effort, structure, and patience. 3 things she's allergic to. And here's the problem for you as a stoic man. A woman with no direction will derail yours. If she can't hold herself accountable, she'll never be able to support your goals. You'll find yourself dragging her through life, financially, emotionally, and mentally. She becomes a weight, not a partner. You'll start compromising your own vision just to maintain the relationship. That's the cost of being with someone who has no compass. Contrast this with a high-value woman. She doesn't just dream, she plans. She doesn't party every weekend, she invests in her future. She supports your vision while building her own, and that's what you need. A woman who's moving forward with you, not one you constantly have to carry. So pay close attention, because the wrong partner doesn't just slow you down. She takes you off your path completely. Choose wisely and protect your mission. The wrong woman will destroy your peace, drain your energy, and distract you from your purpose. The right woman will sharpen your mind, fuel your mission, and bring peace into your life. You're not here to fix, chase, or compete. You're here to build, lead, and rise. If this video gave you clarity, share it with a brother who needs to hear it. And if you're serious about mastering your mind, your mission, and your masculinity, subscribe now. Until next time, stay calm, stay sharp, and never settle for chaos.